have always depended on women. My biggest secret, let me tell you on game. Let me just put it on game. Let's just put it on game because there's some things that's academic, but let me just put it on game. If your biggest weakness is where you work, let me just let me explain this. When I was having problems with food, then I'm going to work at a restaurant. If that's my biggest weakness, I'm going to have to work part time for one of my streamlines because that's eating up too much of my money. So now I'm going to have to work right here at a restaurant. But let me give you my biggest game. I think is the biggest at 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. As a man, I have always depended on women. I've always depended on women. I've always depended. I hear all this talk about women, and the generations are so different now. It's so different now. But I've always depended on speaking because women are, and there's a lot of women here who are really time of day. They are here to help you, and I think today there are some. I think it's fewer, but there are women out there they're here to help you. And I've always used a female for my go-to when I'm at the weakest point of saving my money on one of my streamlines. And funny you should say this because I had a food problem with my streamline, and there was a particular female who worked at a particular restaurant, and she would definitely double up and triple up my meal and save me a year and a half. A year and a half. Same thing in college, man. Same thing in college. I remember Mrs. Harris. She used to give out she was really, really strict, but I would treat her with total respect. Total respect. Nothing phony, just total respect. And she would double up for me on the food, my food intake, and drop all that food on my plate, man. So appreciative, man. So appreciative. So, all you young guys, I know there's a lot of talk about women and things of that nature, but you have to drop all your expectations of these so-called model women and all that. No, man, that wasn't my game. My game is I don't care what you look like. If you're a friend of mine, you're a friend of mine, and I'm going to help you out, and I hope to God that you're going to help me out. But I've never counted on so-called the model chick to help me out.
That's a safe bet.